Alright, so we got the horrific torturing of Vulkan by Konrad Curze. Warhammer 40k lore. My sweet, glorious king!
Get out, guys and gal. Death sucks. I mean, I can't personally attest to that, but it's currently something that I and many others are trying to avoid at all costs. However, for some, death is the sweetest gift they could ever receive. Nobody, and I mean nobody, craved death more than Vulkan while he was getting horrifically tortured by Konrad Curze. See, Vulkan was a perpetual. He literally...
Bro, Vulkan, my sweet, glorious king. Bro, I'm sorry I wasn't there to help you out, bro. If I was there, bro, you wouldn't get tortured, bro, a second later, bro. I would have swiftly, bro, would have saved you, and I would have dealt with the problem, for you. Your Highness. Man, that's crazy, bro.
Die, which sounds good until you are Konrad Curze's bitch, and he can literally do whatever he wants to you, torturing you to death time and time again.
Hey, yo, and Konrad Curze, bro, you a bum just like your mama. I promise you, I don't care who you are, you're a bum just like your daddy, bro. You was never meant to be nothing to begin with. How dare you put your hands on Vulkan? Are you dumb? You know what I'll do to you? That's my sweet, glorious king. You know what I'll do to you? I promise you, I'll violate you. How dare you put your hands on him? The only person that deserves to put it, that deserves to even touch Vulkan is the Emperor. I'm not even allowed, bro. I'm not even allowed to look at Vulkan, bro, or I'll go blind. Bro. That's how amazing he is. Are you dumb? What makes you think you can torture him? Are you stupid? Crazy.
In the most vicious, creative ways possible. Then when he realizes he can't physically kill you, he will kill your spirit and break your mind. The torturing of Vulkan remains the most horrific, heinous act of suffering a character has ever endured in Warhammer 40k. A testament to how fucked up Konrad is, as well as how strong Vulkan's character is.
Bro, just listen to this, bro. It's making me, bro, shake, bro, of anger, bro. Are you serious? How dare you touch Vulkan? Are you stupid? Like, bro, you're not even allowed to even breathe near him. How dare you touch him?
That he still likes giving hugs. Before we get started, sure, the genetics you have, the cards you were dealt in life, plays a big role in how you look. But even the worst hand can win if you play it right. That's why I'm a huge advocate for skincare and have once again partnered up with Geology for this video. Your pimply, oily, blotchy, discolored or dry skin is partly genetics, but it is mostly from a lack of care. Pretty much all of these issues can be reduced, if not
and
completely
diet,
cured
by the
by
way.
a
Make sure you guys drink, like,
routine.
make sure you drink
For
some
us
water
blokes
as well.
is that we
Make
don't
sure you
know
clean
what
your
to
face
use or
every
when
day.
to use it.
Drink some
That's
water.
where Geology comes in, by getting you to
that
fill
can
out
help
a
as
quick
well.
online survey to determine a custom skincare regime for you. Then it's delivered to your door with easy to follow instructions. I never get blackheads, very rarely get any pimples on my face, and I no longer have oily skin. All because I've been using Geology for the past few years. You want to know why some people turn 30 or 40 and stay golden, while others go down the trash chute and end up looking terrible? A big factor is if they are using skincare. The best news is they are offering a massive 70% off your first skincare.
70% is crazy, okay.
Off any other product of your choice. That could be a body wash, deodorant, or shampoo when you use my link and code Majorkill70 below. Cheers to Geology for sponsoring this video. Today we will go over all the messed up shit Konrad did to Vulkan, as well as how Vulkan was eventually able to escape. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
The capturing of Vulkan wasn't a deliberate thing. As the loyalists on Isfahan were being massacred, Ferris got decapitated and Corvus led a breakout with a few thousand Raven Guard, Vulkan was getting surrounded. He was a juggernaut, smashing traitor forces into pulp left, right and center. The traitors genuinely couldn't take him down, until they literally dropped a mini nuke on him and then piled on top of death. Vulkan did die that day, but due to his previously unknown status as a perpetual, he survived. This was unexpected, with Horus most likely thinking Vulkan was just extra resilient.
No. See, he's not extra resilient. As a matter of fact, he is the GOAT. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you think that, well, to be honest with you, Vulkan, he can actually withstand. Vulkan's the GOAT. He's literally the greatest of all time. I don't care what you say. This is why he's the Emperor's favorite. This is why the Emperor looks down at his kids and is like, you suck, you're too short, you're ugly, oh, just right. He looks at Vulkan and say, just right, like Goldilocks is looking at some porridge. Okay, I'm just giving you the facts right here. This is why he loves Vulkan, because, bro, he's tall, bro, dark. He's just, bro, masculine, bro. He's built like Brock Lesnar. See, that's what happens whenever you really got those attributes, bro. This is why you're the best. And the fact that they had to jump my dude, bro, like it's Kendrick and all the other rappers versus Drake, it's a shame, bro, how you have to try to jump. But guess what? Just like Drake, Vulkan, man, he still came through and he still withstand it, even though he got shanked up like we're in the UK.
So he gave Vulkan to Konrad and told the Night Haunter to kill Vulkan by any means necessary. Konrad relished this command. He believed that all Primarchs were as ruthless and evil as he was. They just hid it beneath facades of honor and duty. For Konrad to get rid of Vulkan, the kind Primarch, it would bring them all down and make it much easier to prove his point. After all, Konrad literally couldn't make his point while the cuddly Primarch existed. However, after burning Vulkan, freezing him, ejecting him into the void, decapitating him, shooting him, stabbing him,
Are you out of your damn mind? You did what to my glorious king? Whoa, 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 whoa. Rewind. You did what to my glorious king?
Any means necessary. Konrad relished this command. He believed that all Primarchs were as ruthless and evil as he was. They just hid it beneath facades of honor and duty. For Konrad to get rid of Vulkan, the kind Primarch, it would bring them all down and make it much easier to prove his point. After all, Konrad literally couldn't make his point while the cuddly Primarch existed. However, after burning Vulkan, freezing him, ejecting him into the void, decapitating him, shooting him, stabbing him, drowning him, and more, Vulkan was the same. He had fully regenerated each and every time.
See, this is why he's the greatest of all time. Because your stupid Primarch can never. See, your Primarch's too weak enough. They can't come back from something like that. Bro, he froze the man, bro. Bro, he lit him on fire. He shot the guy, bro. Bro, for Christ's sake, he threw him into the void. But guess what happens? See, he's the best. See, Vulkan's the best. See, Vulkan, he's not like your weak Primarch. At the end of the day, see, Vulkan and your Primarch, the gap is an absolute, bro. It's absolutely insane, bro. See, your Primarch don't got no lines. I'm sorry. Listen, don't hate the messenger. Hate the plot. Your Primarch don't got no lines. Your Primarch is a bum. Your Primarch died trying. See, Vulkan, he can't die. He's amazing. Did you know he's invincible? I knew that. Of course I knew that. See, bro, looking at Primarch, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Looking at all the other Primarchs, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Besides Guilliman, of course, you know, my sweet, glorious King Vulkan. I mean, those are the only two that I really like. Obviously, you know, Vulkan is the one that I like completely. But, like, besides, like, Guilliman and stuff like that, everybody else, to be real with you, man, everybody else can really just go kick rocks. If I'm just being honest with you. Because at the end of the day, bro, and I'm going to speak for Vulkan's side, not for Guilliman, but I'm going to speak for Vulkan's side, bro. He's really, like, the MVP of, like, the entire Warhammer 40k lore story, if I'm just being honest with you.
The kicker is that the majority of the time, Vulkan had zero memory of him dying, so whilst he was pretty miserable, he wasn't actually being mentally affected that much to begin with. He even almost escaped at the start, killing a bunch of Night Lords. However, when he reached the exit, it turns out he was on board Konrad's flagship, so he got ejected into space, freezing to death before then being recovered and reviving. Konrad got extremely frustrated. He couldn't kill the one Primarch he needed to kill, despite how hard he tried. What's even worse is that Vulkan's regeneration was actually speeding up, and his will remained strong.
You dumb. You can't kill a goat. You can't kill a goat. You can't. It's impossible, you bum. How dare you? Look at this.
It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for Vulkan though. He had begun hallucinating a piece of shit version of Ferris in his cell. Over time, the hallucination decayed more and more, as it constantly mocked him, calling him weak, a failure, and a coward. This was the manifestation of Vulkan's guilt. He blamed himself in part for Ferris's death.
No, King. No, King. Don't blame yourself. You know what, bro? I'll take the blame. Bro, I'll take the guilt. He should never go through something like this, ever.
Vulkan also had an abyss of insanity brewing within him. This was caused by the Isfahan drop site massacre and the loss of so many of his sons. Also, Konrad's constant murdering of him didn't really help. Unable to physically kill Vulkan, Konrad decided it was time to change tactics. He would break Vulkan's mind and spirit, turning him into a degenerate and then proving Konrad right, that all Primarchs were as big as assholes as he was. He began putting Vulkan through impossible yet extra brutal challenges. One of them included having Vulkan's arms chained to a counterweight. In the room next to him, that Vulkan could see into, was a group of people, men, women, innocents. The counterweight Vulkan was holding was preventing a slab of rock from crushing everyone in the opposite room. Hence, Vulkan held with all his might, tons and tons of force exerted in the most awkward position possible. He was in absolute agony for hours, days as he fought to save his people. He knew it was hopeless and that he should just drop it and give the people a quick death, but that was against Vulkan's nature.
He's too strong. When you got a Primarch, bro, that cares, when you got somebody that bro. See, y'all should all have somebody like this in your life, bro. Because at the end of the day, 99.9% of you guys, obviously including me, bro, y'all would have been dropped that rock on them, bro. You didn't have the strength. You didn't have the girth. Oh. Pause. Rewind. You didn't have the strength. You didn't have the resilience. You didn't have the mental compatibility to withhold that. You didn't have that. He does, and I do as well. But he does.
Konrad kept putting more and more weight on the slab, making Vulkan's job harder and harder as his muscles tore, bones cracked, and sinew split. During this impossible trial, Vulkan saw that one of the prisoners appeared to be an old remembrancer that he knew in the past. That remembrancer was the only person who was totally calm throughout the trial, seemingly content to accept his fate. Eventually, although Vulkan does not know when, the people were crushed. Not from Vulkan failing per se, but more so from Konrad getting bored and lowering the slab onto them.
You bum, you still couldn't beat him. You failure. You couldn't. You see. That's what happens. Whenever you go up against somebody, bro, who's mentally strong, bro, who's gonna get it, how he's gonna get it, you can't beat him. There's nothing you can do about it. Bro, this man Vulkan is like Tom Brady in his prime. You can't beat him. You can do whatever you can, bro. You can put whatever spell you want on the game, but guess what? He's still gonna beat you. You can't beat him. Are you dumb? But this man's like 2018 LeBron. You can have the best of the best, five greatest NBA players of all time on one team. Guess what? LeBron's still gonna beat him. Because that's what happens. This ain't no fairy tale. This is facts.
Vulkan was shattered. He had bent his mind, body, and will for nothing. The gore of the people was splashed everywhere. He didn't even notice that they had been crushed for ages since he was so in the zone. The worst part is that Vulkan holding the increasingly heavy weight would have meant that the slab would have crushed the people very, very slowly and painfully, rather than if he had just let go and let them all die instantly. This was the first thing Konrad had done that had
Hold on. Whoa. You can't spin that on him. Whoa, but listen though, you can't spin it on him because at the end of the day, I mean, he's right, but at the end of the day, bro, like, see, that's a hard situation, bro, because if that's the case, if he even had added more weight, whatever, and it was slowly crushing him, it's either would you just let the thing go and just crush him entirely to just give him a quick death, or would you just slowly let him die? That's a hard situation, man.
Genuinely cracked Vulkan's will. Konrad resolved to keep going. Another fucked up challenge was when Vulkan was placed in a large robot mecha machine that chased captured guardsmen and loyalist Astartes, including his own captured salamanders, around a maze, tearing them to shreds when it caught them. Vulkan desperately struggled against the machine, attempting to halt it or disable it, but he was just a prisoner of it. Konrad was basically trying to make Konrad feel like he was murdering people. Fortunately, one of Vulkan's favorite sons was able to devise a plan to ambush the machine in the maze, disabling it enough so that Vulkan was able to plunge its own chainsawed arm into the heart of the machine, killing himself as he did so. This trial wasn't so bad as not many people died. It was over pretty quickly and Vulkan was able to overcome it.
Nice.
However, the next one was not so much fun. Vulkan awoke at a banquet, a huge table of food and water. He was chained to his chair, but the table was also surrounded by other people, all innocent or captured loyalists. However, everyone was blinded and deafened, with their hands cut off and replaced with knives and forks. The issue was that due to how they were tied up, it was impossible to feed themselves. However, they could feed the person next to them. Vulkan shouted at them to feed each other, but it literally fell on deaf ears, and one by one, the people starved to death or died of dehydration around him over the following days.
You sick bastard. There's a reason why he had to go through this. Because let's be honest with you. Everybody else All the other Primarchs, see, I'll point them out because there's something they can do to me. I promise you, Vulkan will body them. All the other little trash Primarchs, they wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare put another human in front of them and worry about their well-being. They wouldn't do that. They would never do that. The fact that this comrade or whatever, first of all, yo, Konrad, bro, when I see you in real life, whenever I'm going to pull you to the side, bro, and we're going to run out 30 seconds. I promise you. It'll be over quick, bro. Quick. I'm going to be honest with you. Yo, Konrad, bro, our beef has just started. It's over for you. I'm going to be honest with you. See, there's a fact. See, there's a reason why he had to go through all this. Because it really shows you who the best is. No. Seriously, I'm not trolling. Seriously. There's a reason why he went through this. See, everybody else, they're bums. They can't handle this. Yo, Guilliman, yo, you're cool and all, but you would never go through this. You would never, you couldn't survive this. You couldn't go through it. There's a reason why he's the Emperor's favorite. This was trials. All these things were big testimonies and trials and mountains that was supposed to be put on him. Just to show, like, bro, I'm the Emperor's son, bro. There's no way I'm going to go out like this. He tried his best. And his best was enough. But if the Primarchs tried, their best wouldn't be enough. They would have been failed. How dare this Konrad guy try to test the will of him? You can't kill him. What else you got to do? Now you want to break his will? You still couldn't break his will. Dumb, are you cuckoo for buku buffs? And this is why you'll never be good. Yo, Konrad, I just heard your name today. You're irrelevant. I'm sorry. We don't know you. Bro. Your name will be out of my head by 7 p.m. today. Just being honest with you. You bum trying to go after the GOAT. This is the GOAT. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? He's the GOAT. Look at him. Look at his eyes. Now stop looking at him. You'll go blind. Stop. Like, what are you talking about?
He once again saw what he thought was the old remembrancer, looking calm and content. When everyone was dead, Konrad popped up and in a fit of mad and rage, killed Vulkan with cutlery. Konrad was extremely pissed off. Vulkan was yet to break, which made Konrad feel like he was wrong, that he was the only piece of shit. Instead of reflecting on this, Konrad decided that he would try harder. But before Konrad's next trial could begin...
Hey, instead of trying harder for your own goals and stuff, to try to actually, get you some success in life, you'd rather try hard and try to, destroy somebody else. That's typical. It reminds me of like a lot of people in real life. They will try their hardest to, use their energy and use their determination, to try to ruin somebody else's life and stuff like that. But you won't do that to better your life. Crazy.
Corvus Corax broke into
I'm not talking about y'all. Listen, I'm not talking about y'all, by the way. But we all know people who just use their all might against to try to make somebody's other day or life hell. But you don't want to use all your determination and might to make your life heaven. Crazy.
And initiated a rescue of Vulkan. Vulkan was overjoyed to see his brother, and the two fought their way through the Night Lord jailers.
Nice.
However, just as they thought they would escape, they were led into a trap, an arena. They were told that whoever killed the other would be allowed to leave, along with their captured sons. Vulkan's sons from the maze were in a cage, with Corvus's sons who had been captured during the escape attempt were also there. The two loyalist Primarchs did not want to fight, but seeing no other option, they did. Vulkan gets the upper hand, but he refuses to kill Corvus, further enraging Konrad. The catch was that none of this was actually real. Konrad had a group of sorcerers perform a spell to imprint a vivid dream in Vulkan's head, the dream of his escape. If he had killed Corvus, it would prove Konrad right. However, Konrad once again failed. Vulkan, for his part, was very, very close to insanity by this point, but he managed to hide that from Curze. The corpse hallucination of Ferris was still present, but as it had decayed so much, it couldn't actually speak anymore, a permanent rictus grin on its face. In his desperation, Curze devised the final trial. In the bowels of his ship, he had Perturabo create an impossible maze. The amount of calculations and algorithms you would have to process simultaneously in order to correctly navigate it was obscene. It was ever shifting, ever changing. At the heart of the maze was Vulkan's hammer, Dawnbringer, a special weapon that had a teleporter inbuilt into it so that Vulkan could get off the ship if he reached it. However, Vulkan's captured sons were also in the heart of the maze, bleeding out.
Wow.
So Vulkan only had a limited time to reach the middle if he wanted to try save them. Vulkan enters the maze, not knowing how to solve it as the hours fly by. Konrad occasionally leaps out of the shadows to stab Vulkan or try scare him, reveling in the pain he is able to inflict. Days pass and Vulkan's resolve begins to fail. He knows that his sons have bled out by now or are about to. He also knows that he will never solve this maze, thus will never be free. The insanity in his mind begins to break through, but before it does, a warm golden light fills Vulkan, and the Emperor appears to him. It turns out that the old remembrancer who Vulkan kept seeing was actually the Emperor watching over Vulkan. The Emperor loves Vulkan more than many of his other sons.
Of course he does. Of course. Of course. Bro, if my son was Vulkan, bro, I would make him milking cookies every morning, bro. Like, bro, of course. Bro, if Vulkan was my son, oh my God, bro. I would have all of the other dads jealous with the amount of hyping up I'm gonna do of my son. Are you sick, bro? Look at my son, bro. He's like what, 8'2", 8'3", 300, 400 pounds, all muscle, bro. Like, bro, he's successful. He got the diamonds on his body, bro. He drives a Corvette, bro. He has like a 12-room mansion, bro. He sends me Laker tickets all the time. Bro, I would legit be like, bro, like, I would be bigging up my son's name. Who wouldn't? If Vulkan was your son, bro, brother, if Vulkan was your son, you would buy Vulkan anything he wants for Christmas every year. Like, bro, he is the ideal son that everybody wants. He is literally the ideal son that everybody, bro, are you like, are we cuckoo for buku buffs? Like, are we not understanding? This is Vulkan. Like, are we? Of course he saved them. Of course. Yo, Emperor, nice to see you, bro. We still watching the Chiefs game next week? Okay. Like, you know, I'm friends with the Emperor, by the way. I kind of know. I know his middle name. I won't say it though. He gonna decapitate me.
But before it does, a warm golden light fills Vulkan, and the Emperor appears to him. It turns out that the old remembrancer who Vulkan kept seeing was actually the Emperor watching over Vulkan. The Emperor loves Vulkan more than many of his other sons.
Of course.
Hence, the Emperor expended an insane amount of energy to project halfway across the galaxy to keep an eye on him. At Vulkan's darkest hour, the Emperor spoke to him and filled him with strength and resolve, beating back the darkness of his insanity. Vulkan had enough. He had endured the worst the galaxy had to offer, and he endured it mostly in silence. He had always tried to empathize with Konrad, even as Konrad tore him limb from limb on the daily. But no more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more.
Vulkan shouts, "Come on, Konrad, you fucking pussy. I always knew you were the weakest of us. I always took it easy on you in the practice cages, as did we all. You are so fucking pathetic, I am embarrassed to call you brother." Not exactly a one-to-one transcript, but close enough. It works. Konrad is goaded and triggered so much that he opens up a direct pathway to the heart of the maze. They would fight it out like men. As a bit of a tragic twist, Vulkan's sons had been dead even before Vulkan set foot in the maze. Just another vicious trick from Konrad. Vulkan's hammer was protected by a force field, with Konrad being armed and armored. However, he was so triggered by Vulkan calling him a weak little pussy that he tried to throw hands with Vulkan. This is a bad idea. Vulkan is one of the largest and strongest Primarchs.
Are you dumb? Are you stupid? That's like you trying to fight Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match. You can't pick him up. You gotta fight, bum. Bro, he's japping you up, bro. Block, weave, do something. Oh, you can't? I understand, bro. See, that's what happened. That's like that's like going up against LeBron in the 1v1. You gonna beat him? You can't. I mean, of course I can. But you gonna beat him? You can't beat this LeBron James. But that's like going up against like Rory McIlroy in golf. You can't beat him. You can't. I'm sorry. Those guys are GOATs. You can't go up against the GOATs. Like, bro, that's like stepping up against like a... Man, that's like stepping up against me. And like bowling. Like, you can't... Like, bro, you stop making me laugh, bro. Like, bro, just give me your money. Like, if we're betting, just give me your money. That's dumb. Are you cuckoo for buku buffs? So why would you ever even step up to the GOAT like that? Man, bro, you should be exiled for even looking at Vulkan. I'm just being honest with you.
Konrad is fast and a wicked fighter, but he is not particularly strong.
No match.
Vulkan slams Konrad so hard against the force field that it overloads.
Oh
He
my
takes
God.
his hammer as Konrad says, "You can't use it to escape. This room is teleport shielded. You are stuck here forever." Giving us one of the best lines in all of 40k from Vulkan as he says, "You are forgetting one thing, Konrad." Konrad replies, "What's that, brother?" "It's also a hammer." Smash! Vulkan absolutely sends Konrad with a vicious smash with the hammer as he beats him time and time again. Konrad is smashed down and at Vulkan's mercy.
See, this is what happens. See, and let me tell you something. See, this isn't even his bag. Anger, crash out material, that's not even his bag. But guess what? He'll make it his bag, because I promise you, the nicest people in this world are the biggest crash outs. You think about it, bro. In real life, bro, listen, I'll put you guys on game. In real life, the people that are loud and they're loud and they're screaming and they think that they're crash outs are not crash outs. It's the quiet people. It's the people it's the kind people. See, they didn't want to hurt you. They're kind. They don't want to put hands on you. They don't want to do whatever. But guess what? If you go past that line, oh man. Bro, the biggest crash out of them all. Look at him. Man, bro, I gotta cover my screen looking at how much ice he got on, bro. It's blinding me right now, bro. Bro, cover your eyes, bro. What are you doing, bro? You're gonna go blind if you look at him. Like,
Konrad is
let me get off this real quick.
He can finally receive the sweet kiss of death, whilst proving Vulkan is as bad as he. But no, enragingly, Vulkan spares Konrad, truly proving that Konrad is wrong. Not everyone is as bad as he. Even when stripped to the bone, Vulkan still had compassion and mercy. Konrad is just a huge fucking piece of shit. Vulkan then uses the teleporter in his hammer anyway, as the technology behind it is significantly more advanced than any teleportation blocker. Unfortunately, the teleportation puts Vulkan in Macragge's upper atmosphere. The agony of the re-entry finally breaks his will, and the insanity finally claims him. He doesn't just become this berserk monster, like he doesn't just start killing Ultramarines, but he isn't doing so well and he can't speak. He would eventually get cured of his insanity, but that is a story for another time. Many people say that Vulkan Lives was the most boring book of the Horus Heresy, so if you wanted to skip it...
Oh, boring. Whoa. This is a New York Times bestseller. What do we... No. Hey, can somebody give me the video on how like Vulkan was like cured and stuff like that? If anybody has that video, put it in the comment section down below. I'm gonna definitely react to it.
This gives you the basic rundown. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel,
shout out to Majorkill, man, for the video. Obviously, man, you can't beat the GOAT. This is the greatest of all time. I'm sorry that this video is a little long. It's just you can't beat the GOAT. I just had to say that for the one time. Other than that, man, I'm gonna say as I fix him out and